That's the Foo Fighters and the #1 video while we were away, Under You. Now, will that hold on to the top spot? We'll find out next on Axis TV's The Power Hour.
Welcome to the fight of your life. Are you willing to die to shine? Nobody is taking us down. We are here for the crown of sound.
Welcome to Season 2 of The Power Hour. I'm Matt Pinfield.
I'm Josh Bernstein.
I'm Katie Babbs.
And we've got some unbelievable guests this season. So many great big names in rock and metal. Joining us today,
We have Chris Shiflett of the Foo Fighters, who we just saw their video, and of course the legendary Billy F. Gibbons of ZZ Top. We're so excited.
we're pumped they're going to be in here, right, Katie?
I am so excited. Can we just talk about how we're here right now? I am like thrilled. It's not real life.
This is the real life.
This
is real
not
life.
fantasy.
This is real life. This is not fantasy.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it. We're back.
We did it. We're
Season
back.
2.
Yes,
Season
it's
2.
great.
Guys, as just a refresher, you guys let your voices be heard by voting on the QR codes below. All these videos, you let us know if they're great, good, okay, or not for me. Matt, how's that phlegm going?
Oh, that's cough. I'm trying to beat it, and I got it at Louder Than Life in Bourbon
Me
and
too.
Beyond. But we got a lot of great interviews there, too. So that's the really good news.
We got the festival flu, but you know what? It's fine. We're all good. But we also have a lot of music news for you here and the top 10 countdown according to you. So make sure you get those votes in.
And as we do every week on the show, we're going to show you 5 cool new videos, including this one, the latest from a band who's playing Aftershock this weekend, Guns N' Roses. Let's check out a little bit of this one.
My favorite part of the show, music news. Now, this first piece of news just got announced earlier this week. The Foo Fighters are going to be doing a stadium tour next summer. They're taking out Wolfie Van Halen, The Pretenders, The Hives, and Amyl the Sniffers, and L7. Guys, how excited are we?
That is quite the lineup.
I'm pretty excited, Matt.
I think it's great. And you know, the guys always take out their favorite bands, new bands that are coming up, and people that they love that have been around for a long time. So it's a real midsection, cross-section of those kind of bands. I'm looking forward to it. Weren't they great at both Sonic Temple and at Louder Than Life?
Well, I only remember the one where they sang My Hero to You on your birthday, and that was my favorite part of all.
That was definitely one of my favorite
I don't know what-
birthdays of all
pretty
time.
nice.
I don't know how much you paid for that, but it was worth every penny.
And I bet we'll see a lot of those opening acts on stage with Foo Fighters as well during this tour. So I always like when they get on stage with one another, they perform maybe a cover of some sort or just join in on a hit song.
Our next segment we'll be doing every week going forward is our Jolly Time news segment. Now, the world, it's a bummer of a place, and we're here to hopefully share some good news with you. And this piece of news this week came as Live Nation announced that they're getting rid of merch cuts. Now, famously, bands like Bad Omens have been very vocal about venues not taking a portion of their proceeds from selling merchandise. So this is very welcome news for underground, up-and-coming artists, and we hope this tradition continues to many other venues.
Yeah,
I
where
sure
they're
hope
asking a lot more. I mean, people are literally saying it's time to stop taking those fees out.
Well, it's
Because
hard to
bands-
be a musician nowadays and actually make money, especially for these bands who are up and coming and they're going on the road for their first time. They're in vans, they're in bandwagons, even a tour bus.
Yeah, the cost
You're
of
losing a lot
gas
of
is
money.
bad enough. Now that's going
Exactly.
up. You know, it's not as easy as it was in the days when that was not the thing that you had to worry about. But worrying about getting from one venue to another, sometimes that little bit of money is the difference as whether you can get to the next show that you have to do.
Yeah.
Very true.
You're right.
Well, it's a jolly piece of news, and of course, now the Power Hour can keep 100% of our merch proceeds in soft goods. So.
Yeah, when we create some merch.
Yes.
Yes.
Coming soon.
Oh,
Coming soon.
Yes.
Power Hour merch. Coming shortly to a store near you, Power Hour merchandise.
Looking forward to it, you know? Maybe we'll get a cut of it.
Maybe. We'll see what happens. Well, guys, we have a very special treat here. We have a new music video from Stained. As you know, this album is our first since 2011, so it's been a while.
Yes.
And Aaron Lewis is here to introduce this video for us. So let's check it out.
What's up, Matt, Katie, Josh? So this is the new song, new video. Here and Now. Made me cry the first time I saw it.
All right, that was Here and Now, the new one from Staind. That video has been affecting a lot of people in a positive way. So thank you, Aaron, for coming by and dropping that off with us.
And congratulations to the guys for having the #1 hard rock record in the country this week when their album dropped.
Up next, we got the new music video from Austin Meade with Blackout.
Yes, and Austin Meade from Fort Worth, Texas is another artist that's combining the passions of country music with rock and hard rock. We think you'll like this new video. It's called Blackout.
I smell the cigarettes. Looks like my phone is dead. Stupid shit again, still hanging with the same crowd. Try to remember when 2 turned to 6 a.m. Hope I still got some friends. Can someone take me home now? Promise myself that this is it. Strung out influence. Then I go straight back to blackout. Every morning I wake up face down. Guess I'm a straight jacket dropout. Roll my old rain cloud, the talk of my hometown. Then I go straight back to blackout.
All right, that was Austin Meade with Blackout. When we come back, we have 3 brand new videos for you.
Plus your top 10 countdown voted by you.
And our guests for this show, the great Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top and Chris Shiflett of the Foo Fighters. It's all coming up right here on Access TV's Power Hour. Stick around. Welcome back to the Season 2 opening game of the Power Hour. I'm Matt Pinfield.
This is Josh Bernstein.
And I'm Katie Babs.
And our next new video comes from the legendary Rolling Stones. They're about to release their first album of all original material in 18 years. This is the first single, and it sounds like classic Stones, like Start Me Up. It has that vibe. Check it out. It's called Angry.
The Rolling Stones with Angry. Now also, Matt, we've heard rumors that Paul McCartney is on that album as well, and apparently Mick Jagger says he rocks.
He does. He's got one song on the record. Bill Wyman is actually back in the band to be on the record.
Yep.
And the last couple of songs they recorded with Charlie Watts. Not to mention Lady Gaga, Stevie Wonder.
What?
It's a big record, man. It's going to be amazing. It's coming out soon. And I love that new song. I will officially go on record to say that.
Well, you're an angry man.
Well,
Yes, I am.
I'll
much.
just say that song does not make me feel angry. It makes me feel quite happy. So thank you, Rolling Stones.
That's right.
And welcome back. It's so cool. Well, our next video, speaking of welcome back, here's another video that from a band that has not released one in quite some time. This is Guns N' Roses, who are back. And of course, we're going to get to see them this weekend perform at Aftershock. I am so excited. This is going to be so incredible. This one is called Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Perhaps I was wrong. When I didn't see you. Perhaps I was wrong. When I don't believe you. But I wanna know how it feels, or what it is to be you. I've been so upset, pondering this hate all day.
There you go, Guns N' Roses with their latest Perhaps.
That's right. Perhaps. Perhaps that's a great song. You know, Axl had started that song during the Chinese Democracy sessions and realized he needed some new music, so he brought it to Duff and Slash. They worked on the record as well, and it's got that piano David Bowie kind of hunky-dory vibe. Also a lot like some of the piano things that he did on the Use Your Illusion albums.
Yeah.
So it's really great stuff. Again, another classic band with music that we love. I think it's great.
Totally.
I mean, what a week, right? That we have the Stones and Guns N' Roses putting out
It's
new music, and we get to
insane.
hear it here and premiere it for you on the Power Hour. You're welcome.
It's insane. And our last new music video comes from Tim Montana. I feel like you just have to say it like that.
got it.
I don't
Tim
know.
Montana.
By law.
It's Devil You Know. Tim Montana.
Yeah, baby.
It's the devil you know, and the devil you don't. One's in your head, and one's in your soul. All my life's been the same damn thing. Still chasing something I can't see. It's the devil you know, and the devil you don't. I'm going out of my head, living my life on the ledge. I'm out here playing with fire. Who's gonna save me tonight? The devil you know, the devil you don't. The devil you know, the devil you don't.
All right, that was Tim Montana. Is he related to Hannah Montana?
No, he's actually from Montana. He lived in Nashville for many years, moved back there with his family, but he's the latest in a line of great artists who love rock and have come from the country world, like Hardy, like Jelly Roll, like Austin Mead, who we played earlier. This new record is running up the active rock charts right now, and I'm really happy to see it.
Very cool. All right, big shout out to Hannah Montana.
Tim Montana.
When we come back, we have your top 10 videos as voted by you.
That's right, in our exclusive chat with Chris Shiflett of the Foo Fighters.
It's all coming up next, right here on Access TV's The Power Hour.
Wayne Newton made us chocolate chip cookies. Odd choice.
Yeah, I thought you would at least give us some Fig Newtons or something like that.
You guys are so lame.
Welcome back to the Power Hour on Access TV. It's Katie Babs.
I'm Josh Bernstein.
And I'm Matt Pinfield, and we are so excited to be back here for the first episode of Season 2. What do we got next, guys?
Guys, Chris Shiflett of the Foo Fighters is going to be joining us here in a second. Now, Chris is obviously one of the longest members of the band, besides Dave Grohl, is about to put out a new solo record that we're super excited about. And of course, Chris, to me, is also a punk legend. No Use for a Name, Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, and so many other great projects. So excited that we got to catch up with him at Louder Than Life.
Not to mention, like, Chris is like such a good friend of ours now, Josh.
Yeah.
Like so at Louder Than Life, this is a fun
true.
story. We were walking to the front of House Board and we saw Chris,
yeah.
and as a joke, Josh and I went, "Oh look, it's our best friend Chris," and he actually saw us waving.
Chris Shiflett went,
He
yeah,
went,
baby, and pointed right at us and interrupted the entire Foo Fighters show.
He stopped the whole show for the
Yeah.
Power Hour squad.
50,000 people stared at us.
Yes.
Well, let's
And,
check.
anyway, thank you.
Yeah,
Chris Shiflett.
thank you, Chris. Let's check out our interview with him at Louder Than Life Festival, Louisville, Kentucky, right now.
Thank you for having me. I feel like I keep running into you. We've like been like this is like the 5th time in a year that we've.
Well, I got to tell you, we were all at Sonic Temple, and you guys performed "My Hero" to Matt for his birthday, and
Indeed.
we ugly
That's right.
cried on
That's
stage
right.
Yeah, we
together.
literally was so choked up about that.
All right.
I wasn't there.
You're here because you have an exciting solo album coming out, and we want to ask you all about it, and I hope you tell us all about it.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Tell us
Yeah.
how, right? It's called Lost at Sea.
It's called Lost at Sea. It's coming out on October 20th, so soon.
So
and
like within a couple few weeks.
yeah, we just put out another like focus track or whatever the other week called Overboard, and I've been working on this one for a while. I've been putting out some music all year from it, but I'm happy that it's finally the full length's going to be out there.
How long have you been working on it for?
Oh God! The first 2 songs that we recorded for the whole initial idea was to not even make a record. I was just going out to Nashville to record a couple songs with my friend Jaron. We'd go out there and we'd record a bunch, and then I'd go tour for a couple months and sort of forget about what we recorded, and then come back to it and open it up and listen and go, "Wow, that's cool," and then maybe I'll change it. I'll redo that guitar solo or what. There was a lot of that kind of stuff till we got it right where we wanted it to be.
Who would be a band who, if there's some members that are no longer with us, or a band that broke up a long time ago, who would be one band that you wish you could see?
I never saw The Clash. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Clash would be a big one. I mean, like obviously the Beatles and Elvis, and there's all those ones that you just kind of are obvious, and so you kind of.
I would kick the Beatles out. I'm sorry, I wouldn't be the person to say the Beatles.
Canadian.
Really?
What does that have to do with it?
I love the Beatles.
Guess who was that?
No, I would honestly say Amy Winehouse. I would love to see Amy Winehouse or Queen.
I would love to see Elvis in like 1955.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
You know what I mean? Like that's what I want to see when it was just wild. Exactly.
Dancing around, going nuts.
That would be wild.
Oh, nice. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you have a good
I
one.
was
That's
there
a good
that
one.
night of when he smashed his bass?
No
For what I'm
way.
calling 1979. I was there at the New York Palladium in the 30th row.
No way.
Yeah, because I was there for giving enough rope.
Do you remember that moment?
I do remember that moment. I
Really?
remember thinking that, like, is he doing a Pete Townsend or is he really pissed off? And I found out later he was really pissed off. He was mad at the security guards.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay,
for, like,
I never
not
heard the
letting people
story
stand.
behind it.
What is the catalog in your brain? You must have to know 10,000 songs. Like, how many songs are
That's
at
a
any
good
moment?
question. That's a good question. I would say it's a big number, and then there's like 4 times as many songs that like the verse and the chorus.
Yeah, like I can
You know,
see the
you
riff.
can get through a little bit of it and fake your way through some of it. You
The
know?
diversity. I've seen you guys perform with Luke Spiller. You did a great Queen cover. I've seen you.
Oh yeah.
You've been up there with Jimmy Page. You've been up there with every legend in the business. You must have the largest catalog of songs of all time.
Well, you learn those though for the moment, and then a week later they're like, boop, and then you learn
It
another
goes
one.
out.
Yeah.
It's kind of like muscle memory.
Yeah.
Talk to me about doing this song with Hardy and Morgan Wallen.
Oh, that was cool. So I had a podcast for a long time called Walking the Floor.
Yeah.
That I'm not doing now because I'm doing another one called Shred with Shifty. But
Which is awesome.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, but the Walking the Floor was more sort of country and Americana focused, and I interviewed Hardy a couple of years ago, and he was just cool. And afterwards, he said, "Hey, man, I got this thing called Hicks Tape that I do. That's like, he gets a bunch of different artists together, and they all kind of collaborate on stuff." And he said, "Would you play a little guitar on one of these tracks?" And he sent me the track, and I just noodled kind of all over it and sent a bunch of stuff back, and then they picked some bits and threw it in there. Yeah, but I was stoked. Yeah.
It's great to have you
Oh,
here.
thanks, brother. Always a pleasure.
Ladies and gentlemen, high five. Chris Shiflett, Foo Fighters, No Use for a Name, one of my favorite bands. Me First and the Gimme Gimme. So much great stuff. New solo record. Please check it out when you get a chance.
Please.
And there it is, our interview with Chris Shiflett at Louder Than Life this year. Chris is an amazing guy. I love the fact that he's delving into so many different styles of music, and he can play everything.
All right, well, Chris Shiflett, confirmed, great guy. Now we're about to enter our top 10 videos of the week. These are videos chosen by you, the viewers, the fans, the attractive people watching this show.
Yes.
Can't wait. Now, don't forget, there's a QR code below. Vote great, good, okay, or not for me. And that's how these videos climb up the rankings here. Now, let's jump into the top 10 with our first video. This is Artificial by Daughtry.
Vision of perfection, all lies, daily resurrection, disguise, just another lethal injection to mankind. Welcome to your worst nightmare. Days are getting dark, you should be scared. It doesn't have a heart, plug into the new you. Don't resist cause it's no use, it's no use. This digital warfare, the death of who we are is right here. It's never gonna stop, plug into your new soul. Ice cold, mechanical. Artificial.
number 10 video on the countdown this week, Daltrey with Artificial. Chris says he wrote that song about the dangers of AI and the fact that it takes the soul out of music. And he thinks that really people should stay away from it and keep the passion that comes from human beings. That's what he wrote the song about.
And currently they are on the road for an acoustic run, taking out Aaron Jones. But moving on to our number 9 video, we got our friends in Bad Omens, who are currently working on not 1, but 2 records. Number 9 is Just Pretend.
Number 9 with Just Pretend from Bad Omens. When we come back, the top 10 continues.
Plus, we got Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top joining us.
And we'll find out where our guest tonight, Chris Shiflett, and his band, the Foo Fighters, end up on this week's list. All coming up on the Power Hour.
Ian, I'm so glad that you're here. You know, we're such big fans. We want to get into acting, and I was wondering if you could get us on the Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, we'd like to be on a relaunch.
Like acting.
You want to be in the relaunch?
Yeah. What do you think?
I mean, you guys are awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
But I mean, you are awesome, but you suck.
Welcome back to the Power Hour. I'm Matt Pinfield.
I'm Josh Bernstein.
And I'm Katie Babbs.
And our number 8 video this week comes from the band Royal Blood, the duo from Brighton, England, who just played DWP's Louder Than Life Festival, and they're touring the US and the UK on the heels of their just released number 1 album, their 4th number 1 album in a row in the UK, called Back from the Water Below. Check out their new one. It's Pull Me Through, and you have it this week at number 8.
Sinking to the bottom, last but not the bottom. Down I go again, heart swinging like a punch bag, waiting on you. So going through, washing up the soft soap, sleeping on a tightrope. Everything approved, got nothing left to use. Want the truth, I need you. So going through.
All right, Royal Blood coming in at the number 8 spot. Next up, Blink-182. Speaking of other triumphant returns, the boys are back. They're coming here at the number 7 spot with One More Time.
7 spot with One More Time. I'm so glad they're back, and they're really tugging at the heartstrings with that one.
They are. There's something very emotional about that song. It's their 8th studio album with this crew, this lineup, the classic lineup. Now that Mark is back from his cancer treatment that he had in 2021, and Tom DeLonge is so happy to be back playing guitar in the band. The guys couldn't be happier to be together.
We have quite the countdown this week with
jam-packed.
Yeah, it's jam-packed with amazing artists that we're all super familiar with. So number 6 is Corey Taylor, frontman of Slipknot, Stone Sour. He just came out with his 2nd solo record. This is We Are the Rest.
Satisfying all the minions.
right, that was Corey Taylor, who was kind enough to make us a CMFT cocktail at Louder Than Life. All right, this is Josh with the Power Hour. We're backstage here at Louder Than Life with Mr. Corey Taylor, who's the guest bartender.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Now, this is what I'm understanding is a CMFT.
Yes.
What is in here, and what are we about to sample?
Well, what you've got is, first of all, this is my bartending voice. I like to use a little 10 night. It's got, let's see, there's some 7-Up in it. Some, I don't want to brag, but there's some cherry juice. There's also, take a drink. It's Tabasco. Oh, it's good, right?
Yeah,
it's good. It makes you shit.
Oh God, Corey, why would you do this?
A Shirley Temple.
A Shirley Temple, if you will.
Because he and I don't drink.
We're slowly holding down fluids again, which is nice. Guys, next up on the countdown, he's been here a ton, and you probably won't ever go away. We love him. All right, coming at the number 5 spot, it's I'm All Right by Wolfgang Van Halen and Mammoth WVH.
At number 5 in the countdown, there's Mammoth WVH from Mammoth 2 and I'm All Right. Speaking of being all right, Ronnie Radke of Falling in Reverse released this incredible reimagined version of Last Resort. And if you don't think he's a great singer after hearing this performance, then you just don't have the ears that I think you should. Incredible version of Last Resort, the Papa Roach classic, and it's at number 4 this week.
Cut my life into pieces, embrace my last resort, suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a if I cut my unbleeding. Do you even care if I die bleeding? Would it be wrong or it be right if I took my life tonight? Chances are that I might. Mutilation out of sight, and I'm contemplating suicide. I'm contemplating suicide. 'Cause I'm losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. Losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. I am fine.
Number 4, Falling in Reverse with their reimagined version of Papa Roach's Last Resort. But now we got Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top in the waiting room. So, shall we?
Incredible.
Yes, we should.
And we have the top 3 videos, all this and more, coming up in the Power Hour on Access TV.
She knows how to fold them.
Welcome back to the Power Hour. As promised, we have the incredible legend, the one and only Billy F. Gibbons. You know him from ZZ Top and everything he's done. Billy, good to see you, my friend.
What's happening?
Always great to see
The
you.
whole gang is
I'm
here.
far away. Well,
Yeah, the whole gang is here. Power Hours out.
Billy, it's amazing. You just got this new BMI Troubadour Award, which was a very important thing.
The BMI Troubadour Award. It's quite an honor. I was the 5th honorarium individual to be ushered into this kind of special thing. It's kind of hard to sit there and listen to everybody brag on you. The good news is at the end of the night, I got up to sing a couple of the ZZ songs, and I remembered the words, so I was okay.
When you go, were the people that got it before you, were there other people that you admired in a big way?
Well, yeah, Kingfish Ingram got up and just tore the sides off that guitar. It was really crazy. Chris Isaac showed up and did a Chris Isaac arrangement of Sharp Dressed Man.
Oh.
And just getting behind the rhinestones was one thing, but he did a knockout job. It was
Probably
really cool.
doesn't beat my performance.
No, I don't know if you know this, but Katie performed Sharp Dressed Man dressed as you. How old are you?
I think I was probably 5 years old, and it was for a Christmas concert.
Believe it or not, I've got you on video. Someone got into it. Oh, yeah.
No way!
Someone's
I
got
do
it.
have a photo that we're gonna show here, but I had a little beard and I made a guitar that looked like a Christmas tree. And there were a bunch of little Santas behind me, and I was the star of the show.
They knew I was coming to see you guys today, and they said, I got a picture I need to send you. I said, okay.
New Billy Gibbons solo music is coming out. You're hard at work putting this album together. What can you tell us about it? Because we are hungry for more.
Yeah, the decades of working within the ZZ Top camp allowed me to step out thanks to a phone call that came in unexpectedly from a guy that ran the jazz festival in Havana, Cuba. And I said, gee whiz, maybe I should think about this. I don't want to crash a jazz festival with a rock and roll party necessarily. It wound up becoming the first solo record was kind of Spanglish. It was half English, half fake Spanish.
Yeah.
But we went down to Cuba and had a blast. It was such an interesting experience. That leapfrogged to another solo record, and then we did a blues record.
The one's Hardwired was your last one in 2021. Great record. You put
Yeah,
out there.
just played with Morris Day and the Time.
Love those guys.
So cool.
They are solid funk rock, hard rock band. It's really interesting. You think Morris Day, oh yeah, R&B guy.
Yeah.
They do some of the hardest rock. Really cool. Tori on guitar, Freeze on drum, Jelly on drums. I learned something that Morris Day started off as a drummer, but Morris wrote the song that got Prince on Warner Brothers. Prince in turn put Morris Day in Purple Rain. So the two of them.
You were really instrumental in helping out an artist whose video we debuted today called The Devil You Know, Tim Montana. Let's talk about that, because he started playing guitar when he was like 6, and you took him out on the road with ZZ Top. You helped him out. Talk to me about that. You help out lots. You never stop.
Yeah, Tim Montana. There's another character. He's actually from Montana, and his name is Montana. A buddy of mine called me up and he said, hey, I noticed you're on your way down to South Carolina for a ZZ Top continuation of the tour. I said, yeah, we're stopping in Nashville for a couple of days. And he said, great. He said, there's a guy named Tim Montana, got a new band. They're working on a record. Maybe you could go help them create a song or two. They're called Tim Montana and the Shrednecks. I said, wait a minute.
That's a great name. You can't beat that.
I got to meet a guy that's got a band, not rednecks and not shredders, Shrednecks.
Yeah.
It's all in one.
Yeah.
All right, this is our favorite part of the Power Hour where we play Jolly Times, this or that. Billy, we're going to ask you some tough questions here, some Sophie's Choice situations here, and you're going to have to decide very quickly. First of all, this or that, Jimi Hendrix or Eric Clapton? You must choose one.
Wow. Could we get some peanut butter and jelly and bring those two guys together?
I know, that's a hard one to answer.
Wow.
I know, I didn't say that would be easy. You know, this we were going to make you sweat here.
Yeah, well, I'm still pals with Eric Clapton, and between the two of us, we hold dear our recollections of the inspiration that Jimi Hendrix left the entire planet with. So I think it'd be fair to say that Jimmy is still top of the charts.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, okay, I got one. Cars or guitars?
Oh, God.
I know.
Gee. Well, today I'm going to meet Matt Sorum later this afternoon to rehearse a solo outing. And as we talked about the 62 Thunderbird Roadster convertible, I'd have to go cars today.
That's awesome.
All
All right, I'm gonna go deep in the music thing now with you, Billy. Knowing that you have such a love and appreciation for all genres of music, and blues is one of the big ones, my question is, Lead Belly or Robert Johnson?
Oh, God. Lead Belly wrote the Midnight Special, which was an actual train line that rode between Houston down through Sugar Land, where there was a, it was kind of a open-air prisoner's farm that Lead Belly kind of came and went.
Yeah.
But then again, Robert Johnson has been the cornerstone of that great American art form, the blues. Let's go with Robert.
Okay, Robert Johnson it is.
Yes, indeed.
Well, there you have it, Jolly Time with Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top right here on the Power Hour on Access TV.
Welcome back to the Power Hour here on Access TV, your source for all things rock and metal. I'm Matt Pinfield.
This is Josh Bernstein.
I'm Katie Babbs.
We've got so many great videos that you picked to be on the countdown this week from so many bands that we all know and love. Let's check out how it looked from 10 to 4.
I think we should give Blink-182 one more time on the countdown.
I like where you went there. We're about to get into the top 3 videos of the week. This one is called The Better Me, featuring 2 Power Hour favorites, and that's right, it's Hardy with Beartooth performing this one together. Let's check it out.
I was gonna be someone when I get back onto my feet. Tomorrow I'm gonna make changes, 'cause today I can barely speak. I know how to pull myself out, and it's gonna hurt like hell to set myself free. Just say it out loud. Today's the day I stop f***ing around and be the better me.
There you go. Number 3, Beartooth featuring Hardy with The Better Me. And that was the first collaboration Beartooth has ever done. Ever!
That's right, and it's on his new forthcoming album. But you know what's great about the video is the golf cart thing. I swear I think he stole it from you guys. And when we went out and did our golf cart thing with him, Hardy and Caleb were like, that's a great idea. They used the Power
You owe us
Hour
money, Hardy.
template.
You also took our jobs at one time, too.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. Hardy's just always jacking us.
Yeah, he is. But that's a great video and a great song. It's good to hear those guys together. It really works.
And now moving on to the number 2 spot, my fellow Canadians in Spirit Box with Jaded, who are currently on the road opening up for Shinedown and Papa Roach.
All right, that was the number 2 spot with Spirit Box and Jaded.
That's right, and Spirit Box have a new EP coming out with 6 new songs. That's one of them, and it'll be out in November. It's called The Fear of Fear.
Fear of Fear. But wait a second, what time is it?
I think it's...
It's time for the number 1 spot! And who does it go to?
Ladies and gentlemen, the number 1 spot, the Foo Fighters!
Think I'm getting over it. There's no getting over it. There are times when I need someone. There are times I feel like no one. Sometimes I just don't know what to do. There are days I can't remember. There are days that last forever. Someday I'll come out from under.
That was the Foo Fighters with the number 1 video, Under You. Congratulations to Chris, Dave, and all the boys on a number 1 single. Incredible, incredible work this week. Well, guys, we have so many great guests lined up for next week. I can't believe it. In studio, Steel Panther is going to be here.
Yes.
And Caleb Shomo of Beartooth. It's going to be an incredible episode.
We'll get to ask him if they stole that idea from the Power Hour golf cart
I
runs.
think that sounds pretty good. And also, don't forget to vote using our QR code. It's really easy. If my 90-year-old grandmother can do it, I know you can as well.
Before we go, let's check out one of the new videos we debuted this week from Tim Montana, Devil You Know.
I'm going out of my head, living my life on the ledge. I'm out here playing with fire. Who's gonna save me tonight?
Well, that's the end of our first episode. What a great one. Billy Gibbons, Chris Shiflett, and my incredible co-hosts who I love so much. We love bringing you the rock and the metal and all the music news and interviews every single week. Join us again next week for more of the Power Hour. I'm Matt Pinfield.
This was Josh Bernstein.
And I'm Katie Babbs. Have a jolly good week.